All right. So I want to start a little bit of a discussion. So the news, let's gotta read it off. It's finally happening. Graal era is coming to Steam with a revamped engine, sleek 60 FPS gameplay, and seamless native controller support. Join us on this epic journey by adding Graal era to your Steam wishlist today. Your support means the world does, and here's what we're aiming for before the big release. So 500 wishlist exclusive in-game item for all early adopters. Uh, so I hope it's nothing like too OP because like there's just certain people that can't even do it if they wanted to. 1,000 wishlist is easy drop. 2,500's a double drop reward weekend. 3,000 limited gun giveaway, and then 4,000 wishlist exclusive hat for wishlisters. So yeah, and spread the word and rally your friends to wishlist Caroline era so we can all enjoy these sweet rewards. So essentially, the people committed to this game looks good. All ugly. Okay. Grandma, this. Like you just. Uh, but I'm not sure what he's talking about. Okay, anyways, continuing on. Essentially, what the case. So, anyways, what. Okay. Anyways, what. Okay, sorry, I got distracted by this. Like, the guy. I don't know who he is. Anyways, essentially, what I think the case. Anyways, what I think this means for the future of Grail was, I actually do think that if the Steam launch is successful and like people actually get, one, if the game gets attention, but two, as well, if the game if the like they actually like do the release correctly and the drop is actually smooth and nothing happens on release that makes them look bad. I genuinely think Grail can actually grow as a game, and that'll actually be good. Um, so essentially, what this will mean is that, let's say, if we get like, let's say, because like really like this is age, like this is what we call Asian time zone. But if like this number doubles, right? Like this number, like hopefully this number like at least doubles, right? Because Asian time zone is boring, and it's also like the hardest time zone of the war because everybody starts to go to sleep and like that plays, right? So in your Europeans and your EST time zones, it's harder to war here because let's see, let's go like to my local friends list, right? Oh, like 58 people on, bro. If we were to like have the war right now, I'm not feeling anything because I don't have a Asian friends list. Like, but anyways, with what you call it? But with this, it's okay. Sorry. But continuing on the discussion, I really think that that That's also like a big reasoning behind why they're making all the bases G maps. On top of, and that's also going to be on top of the fact that, since you for those y'all that don't know what a G map is, a G map is like Pirate Zone, Gary Zone, Neo Zone, and Lethal, and then hopefully soon Gangster Zone. God, I can't wait for that to get changed. I hope they don't like leave like the same shitty ass layout, but like bigger. But like I just hope like they make it to where like it's not easy to abuse like the exotics, because good lord, that last room is the like, let's say like this is GZ, right? Uh, they got, you can shoot sniper shoot his wall, and then like you can like you gotta go straight down. You gotta go across the long hallway just to get the flag, and then like up here in like this like I'm like up there in like the little like in the like not room, but like the thing like you go up into whenever you come out of the basement. Good lord, that area is so ass to war in, because it's nothing. That's nothing but like an exotic orgy fuck right there. That's what that is. So it just rewards like people like gangs to have like the exotics, like people with like exotics just for existing. That's why I like these G maps, because it makes it harder for like actual like exotics to be like to abuse, right? Like black hole can like cut off certain areas. Like the dimension gun can cut off certain areas of the black hole. Sure, the ice mages can still play the corners of the map. Sure, shrouds, shrouds are shrouds are like, it's gonna be hard for shrouds to play. Like I guess if you got like wings, you can dash up into walls and try and shroud them. But like if I see wings and like they're coming towards walls, I'm just gonna assume they got a shroud. I'm back the fuck up. Like that's gonna be the thing. Which I mean, in a sense, they're doing what they're doing, but it's like you just like back up and you shoot them, like you kill them. Like it's that. That's like it's that simple. But it's also like I like the wall. I like the be wall up high, anyways, because like if they try to ignore you, like let's say they try to go like this way, you could just come down through this way and like shoot them this way, and then you can come back up here. That's why I don't like using bar, because bar isn't as mobile. But I mean, I could see the reasoning behind it. I wanted to use it because it is, you just shoot them 4 times and they're dead most of the time unless they're using a shield. What else? Shit. But that's, but between like base not being, bait like exotics being like where like they're trying to like limit like the amount of abuse you can use for them, like the exotic guns and all that, like RNG, Vandal, just like all like the auction ones, like yeah, like that's just gonna be like you're gonna like the deal with those, because like those are still always those are always for a purpose, no matter where you go. Um, but I think but also like the Steam player base, if the player base actually grows, it's actually gonna be a good thing to have. It's actually gonna be a good thing to have the bigger bases, because the more players come in, right, and they go like they want to start basing. Guess what? There's gonna be more people that are gonna try to start basing games, right? Like friend groups, or you know, they're gonna join like these current existing basing games, right? Which hopefully they try to start new ones, and then like admins like will have to go, well, damn, maybe we should start like being like new game friendly and make a new base. Or what they can do is just, cry about it. They can end like big ass alliances and shit, right? Because I think the big ass alliances really what hurt. It's really what hurts. The big ass alliances really hurts basing, and especially hurts newer players too. which is like another like a discussion as well, is could we see a potential downfall in like alliances if we get more players? And here's why I say this, because like I play this game called Evertale essentially. Sorry, I had to do that. I play this game called Evertale, right? It's a mobile game. It's like a weird like Pokemon mixture, if that makes any sense. Um, but like a weird like mixture. I might just put up some gameplay of it actually as well. But essentially, that's it. Essentially, like I'm on server 66, but with that, with our server at least, we're having like a weird issue to where like it's harder for newer players like they were like to join that server, which of course apparently like they can't do it as easily. But it's like this is just an example. If like you were to like go to server 66, you would not be able to start up a new alliance because there will never not be enough players. But two, uh, right now I'm in Pikachu Army. Uh, Shout out to them. And then there's like three other like alliances, guilds, SEN, Maple Tree, and uh, Camelot. With those, speaking of things, good lord, I'm trying to think. But with those, it's harder for them to keep up with Pikachu army because, well, they're sort of like the quote unquote whales, just because like they got all the stacked players. Like it's they're like also like they go from account like they also like account share too, but it's like because it's like a lot of them like a lot of people at work, so like they'll just hop on that account and like just fire up a castle or send people somewhere, etc., etc. But that's also like a big. But that's also, like. But you look at era, right? You look at alliances here. Let's say if I want like, I was trying to like. Let's say if I want to do like a raiding gang, right? Let's say if I were to go like to raid, GZ right now because they're at 7, right? Or and I got to track the tag too. So if I track gang, okay, yeah, there's like 7 people there. Well, 6 people, my bad. Uh, right. So I take their base, right? Then they take it back, and then I go to let's say if I got a raid Kong, right? I don't know, and let's say if like obviously I'm like a bit of a newer player or whatever, right? And I don't know that Kong is, I don't know that Kong is allied to Kratos. Kratos is gonna come chase me at box, right? They're gonna come chase me at box, so I don't know that, right? Well, let's say if I'm gonna go raid Cruel, right? Because Cruel's at 6, right? Well, right, Kratos, Box, and then Box will come and chase me to BBZ, right? I didn't know that they were allied, right? I'm getting punishing, I'm getting punished because of the fact that I didn't know that alliances were a thing, right? And there's just some people that were like they come back as well from OG era. They just don't. They just find alliances to be boring. They find this to be boring, right? Sitting in the base all day, right? And like I would actually have to agree with them. I don't like sitting in the base. Like I don't mind it. Like I like chilling, but it's like I can't just sit in the base and do nothing. It's just so like boring. Um. Then let's see. And then let's say if the professionals was holding Taji right after I raided BBZ, all three bases would chase me to there, and it's like, oh, okay, cool, right? But it's just cringe, right? Shit. Even when like I went like neutral for a bit, and I raided like the profs and all them, everybody still came and helped like against me as well. So it's like you're in a lose-lose situation. Even if like you declare your neutral status and let's say you go like to focus on war or base, gangs are still going to help against you, even though that you're neutral, right? So it's like, what's the point of like starting a new basing game nowadays, right? Well, the reason why I'm doing it is because I'm bored, right? I've been there, done that, right? Let's just go to this, right? I put in my credentials essentially as a baser as well. Fuck y'all, but like that's like I'm I'm just bored of it, right? Like I'm just doing my own thing at this point. Like I'm just doing whatever the hell I feel like at this point. I just don't care. Uh, and then let's say if, and like the messed up part is, right? Once you get done writing this basis, let's say if I got a lethal, right? Let's say if I got a lethal, right? I got a lethal thing, I'm gonna chase me to lethal, but then I'm upset MPK stuff. I'm upset, the lethal gangs, right? I don't know that it's actually, I don't know, like as a new player, that that gang is gonna be this gang, right? I don't know. I don't know that overkills MBK as a new player, right? Just like speaking of new player, then I go to raid Mafia. They'll come help me, come help me against me in Mafia. Same thing with BH, and then went to PZ, and then went to Gary, right? It's so cringe. And if I want to go raid Metal Mania, right? It's just so cringe that it's like that's the way it is for newer gangs, and they don't even know it, right? And that's what I'm hoping, like with like this release, is that they try and do something about it, because I know they did it before, and like players cried about it, but it's like you got to look at it this way, right? If I'm a new player and I come in and I see that that basing is just ran by politics, I'm not gonna want to do that. I want to shoot my gun, right? I want to come in here, shoot all these guys, kill them all, and then take their base, right? I want to be, I want to, I want to like have fun in a game, right? Just it's one of those things to where like it sucks because newer players get punished for being new. And it is what it is, but hopefully, they find a way. If there's like a huge influx of new players whenever they drop it on Steam, that they can fix pacing. And then sparring. It's always gonna be sweaty, right? You're not gonna be a good spar on like day one, right? Like you're not gonna be like a good spar. Like you're not gonna be a decent or good spar on day one, right? You're gonna get rolled, right? There's just some people that where they refuse to learn and get good, so they're just gonna rely on OP weapons, which is fine. But Junes has blessed us with the M4 room. I there's the M4 streak, and then there's the normal M4 room. It's broken right now, but hey, it is M4 room. But I will say, this is the video. I wanted to do this discussion because I felt like it was sort of important for the up and coming, you know, for Steam. But if you are going to be playing on Steam, let me know, right? And out of curiosity as well, do y'all think there will be an advantage to using controller or not? I know there's a slight advantage to using a PC, right? A little bit, at least in MPX. But do you think there will be a slight advantage to using your controller if you were to play on Steam? And you only tell me the truth as well, because like, is Air that much of a complex game that where using a controller will be so much more different than using, than just using these? Actually, I'm lying to myself. There should be, because you'll have the buttons to press, and you wouldn't like actually misclick your button. So never mind. I'm lying. Yes, there will be an advantage. There will be an advantage. And do you think that and if and as well, since controller support being added to Steam, do you think this type of support will be added to mobile? That is my genuine question for y'all. So if y'all, that is like my genuine questions, that's discussion that I feel like we should have in the comments down below. But thank you. Please like, subscribe, and do all that other shit.